Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga, etc. and I'm here today to bring you the review for One Piece episode 909. Not really much going on within this episode. This episode is really about us finding out as the audience that Kinemon and the few other people mentioned, Kiku, Momosuke, Raizo, and Konjiro, we're just finding out that they're from the future. We leave off last episode with us seeing the graves, so it makes you wonder, especially if you're an anime only watcher at this point, ooh, what's going on there? Is it really like, are they dead kind of vibe? And I gotta admit, because of the terrible pacing of the episode, if I was an anime only watcher, I'd really be starting to think along the lines of, ooh, it seems like they're really dead and it's taken them a really long time to give us the reveal. Like I said, the pacing for this bit seemed very dragged out, especially compared to the manga. It seemed very much more fast paced than that. So in the first half of the episode, it's like, ooh, are they really dead? And then we find out, okay, they're not dead. So what exactly is going on here? And this is where we find out that they came from the past. So time travel is a thing in One Piece, and I remember when this happened first time in the manga, I was like, "Oh, okay," because time travel is something I would never thought would be a thing within One Piece, but hence we are not getting it here in Wano. So there's a lot to find out, exactly how they came to the past, why they know into the past. All of these things will be revealed within time, pun intended. Anyway, yeah. So essentially, that is everything that happened within this episode. Like I said, pacing is terrible as always, but there was a bit of the episode where we have the teaching. Yeah, so we're in a school in Wano, and we just find out that the kids of Wano nowadays, they are taught incorrectly. They don't know the truth of the past and what happened, and they're just really taught to worship, or I should really say idolize, or just believe in, basically, in Orochi. And it's just made things are taught nowadays to make it seem like that Odin was the bad guy and everybody that who followed Odin was the bad guy, when it's really vice versa. There was the bit where we have Zoro pop off the lion dog to deal with a threat that came their way. Now I can't remember what the threat was shown in the manga, but in the anime we see it was a tiger. More emphasis was put on that than in the manga, obviously. Well, not obviously, but yeah, and that more emphasis was put on that. I get that they need to stretch out the episodes using any methods they can find possible. So I was thinking to myself, while this was happening in this episode, why not just give us, even if it's a small fight between this tiger and Zoro? They did have a clash of swords, whatever, but if you need to stretch out the episode in a certain way, give us more action. Action always makes the episode better. So that was a way that this episode could have been improved that I felt wasn't necessary. In this episode, Luffy also, what's the word I'm looking for? Reunites with Kinemon, Sanji, and Brook, and Nami, and Chopper, because we need to remember that they split when arriving at Wano, so now they're back together. So the gang is all back together, sort of. We're still missing a few people, but we're getting closer and closer to having the gang all back together. And that is everything I got to say about this episode. I'm going to give it a 3-star rating and call it a review. Like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, have a nice day.